were doing for Jean. A day in the life of Jean really is hard work. Wonder how she's feeling now. Let's head to the cathedral and pay her a visit.
Anything the knights can do for you?
Submit for judgment!
I will have order.
All yours, should you have any use for them.
Gather!
Cascade! Kamisato Ari! Suiyu! Be still.
Solidify!
I'm going in!
Swift and merciful! From whence you came!
Order guide you.
Cascade!
Forth, my blade!
Be still. The depths beckon.
Let's light it up!
Swift and merciful.
Cascade. Yes. Very nice.
Stabilize! Solidify! Gather!
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Wow, these will come in handy. We may leave at any time.
Time for some training?
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. I'm unsure Hope's Ganyu's information is reliable. There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked.
I will have order!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Solidify!
More signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you. seven. Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? Is he praying to something? That's... Why is the statue of the seven hanging upside down? And the statue's hands... Paimon remembers they're normally open, but this statue is holding... What is that? Paimon has a really bad feeling about this. And the Grand Thief hasn't moved an inch. Hello? He's dead. Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's get out of here, and fast! We should now what? We can't stay here! Quick, run!
That's far enough.
You cannot spot. You have come here. You have as a herald.
An Abyss Herald?
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests. Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time. There is nothing. The Abyss is unstoppable.
What is this power? Pirates never seen it before! Careful! Please don't get cocky!
Off we go!
It's a roar.
Kamisato on. Suiyu!
Gather! Order guide you.
From whence you came!
Be still.
This power, it seems familiar. I see. So it's you. In that case, I shall stick.
What a tough battle! Are you okay? Oh, such a strong enemy! Who knew the Abyss Order had Huh? What is it? What are you thinking about? Oh, right, yeah! We're near the exit now. Let's get out of this scary place before something...
So, we meet again. A little sooner than I had expected.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite... Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald?
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time fighting the Abyss, though I have had my suspicions. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal power, and then?
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and blocked our way! We fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe it hasn't gotten too far yet.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
Let's go! A rare opportunity.
Solidify! Cascade!
Everybody stand back!
Stabilize! Be still. I will have order.
Spirit Blade!
The depths back. Cascade.
Those Abyss mages just now. Were they trying to ambush us?
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something of value.
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems to like doing that a lot too. Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits, you know, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be searching for such ordinary objects. In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because Abyss mages often come out from that ruin to explore. They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object to take back to the ruins. However, they look disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it yet.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters of the Abyss, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance. One cannot discover the truth behind it through interrogation. Or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else.
Paimon is getting goosebumps thinking about all this.
All right, we shouldn't waste too much time here. Let's continue our search.
Solidified!
One with my blade.
Be still.
I'm going in!
Let's light it up!
Stabilize!
From whence you came, swift and merciful.
Order guide you. Cascade! Mind the deluge.
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of Ruin Guards roaming around too. Is that just a coincidence? Or...
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seeds planted long ago, just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just some needless musings. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means incidental. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same...
branches? Roots? What do you mean exactly?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago.
Huh? Conria? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that nation? Oh, speaking of Conria, that's really a super ancient name. Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the... Huh? You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not but if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Conria you saw, what was it like? So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your brother from within that meteorite.
It seems your brother woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your brother told you that the destruction of Kanria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Tevat?
The destruction of Conria? He said that?
That destruction you witnessed, it seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
So your brother must have understood this world better than you did, because he woke up first.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Kanria. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Tevat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Kanria. Am I right?
If that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past few months. Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt. So the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria so you could find your brother? Oh yeah, you can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go to find a nation that was destroyed 500 years ago?
I probably know more about Kanria than both of you. Kanria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented flourishing and glory.
A nation without a god?
Later events unfolded just as you remember.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Kanria. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know as we continue our search.
And abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from Conria. So, did Conria have a lot of ruins that needed to be guarded?
No, Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years ago. These Ruin Guards were known as field tillers by the people of Canria.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field tiller was just a code name. The people of Canria like to give code names to their... The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is...
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding tilling.
After the destruction of Canria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Tevat. Perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time, they found their way to various routes.
That sounds so sad. Yeah, Paimon thinks you've been doing a real good job of that.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose. So destroy them all.
The depth's back!
Everybody stand up!
Spirit Blade! Attack!
This is order! Order guide you! Be still!
Submit for judgment!
Teamwork is strength!
Mind the deluge! Cascade!
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a talisman. Could it be a communication of some kind?
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But why would an Abyss Mage be carrying it? Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing.
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame, and bring glory to His Highness the Prince.
What? Is that what?
Loom of Fate initial operation. The Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been... So Dane, what the...
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also, though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps... Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile, just as they did Dvalin?
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tiller.
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Though, of course, the accuracy of that only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. Despite being far from the talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osial's limbs to construct a mechanized god, and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the Statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first field tiller.
The eye of the very first field tiller?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with...
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral first and ask around. Maybe we'll learn something.
The cathedral.
Huh? What's the matter, Dane?
Nothing. Let's get moving. A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt, but how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though, does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animo Archon. And actually, the Animo Archon is... never mind.
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any time. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty. I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see it. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask around.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever. Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
exhausted. Jean has regained consciousness and should be back to her normal self soon enough.
That's great news! Let's go and see her!
But she just left the cathedral. I tried to tell her she needs more rest, but she wouldn't listen. She tried to act like she was fine and kept saying she wanted to get some fresh air. I bet you she's gone to Lady Vanessa's place again.
Where?
Oh, that huge tree at Windrise? That place is dedicated to Mondstadt's hero, Vanessa. Jean goes there whenever she feels lost and confused deep down inside.
Barbara, that's some pretty personal stuff. How do you know so much about Jean's innermost thoughts?
Jean, mentioned it to me, before she left. That's what I'm worried about too. But I still have work to do here.
Don't worry, we'll take over nursing duty for now.
Great. That puts my mind at rest.
Vanessa, I hope your watch over Mondstadt remains unclouded. I do not know if I, or the rest of the world, as you had hoped for, have become stronger. Huh?
Hi, Jean. Are you feeling better?
Much better. I was not expecting you to come here. Thank you for your concern.
Are you sure? We saw you beneath the tree just now, leaning on your sword. It looked like you were struggling. Are you sure you aren't pushing yourself too hard?
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me. Hearing that boosts my spirits. But I must find a way to cope with minor setbacks like this on my own. Otherwise, how can I be the protector that Mondstadt needs me to be? Protector that Vanessa...
You truly revere Vanessa, huh?
I do. Vanessa was the first Grandmaster, a kind yet formidable woman. I have always hoped to follow in her footsteps. As the Lionfang Knight, she courageously overthrew the oppressive ruling aristocracy of her time. Then, she founded the Knights of Favonius.
Dandelion Knight? Isn't that your title?
Actually, all of the Knights of Favonius Masters throughout the ages have inherited the title of Dandelion Knight or Lion...
Oh, that makes sense. You too want to be as gentle as the Dandelion Knight, and yet as fierce as the Lion...
Yes, I know it sounds like a huge honor inheriting both these titles from Vanessa, but I see it more as a huge responsibility. After all, it is a lot to live up to.
Paimon thinks so too.
Huh?
Jean?
Who's there?
Caught red-handed. Finally, an opportunity comes to get rid of the Master in a moment of weakness. And then you two show up and ruin everything.
How did they know about Jean's condition? Choosing this moment to strike is a low blow, even for this lot.
As long as my name is the Dandelion Knight, I swear I shall not be defeated by such despicable means.
Since this opportunity has slipped away, I shall now be
Stop! After him!
Jean, you're still recovering.
No, I must go after him.
Jean, you can't keep doing this to yourself.
I do trust you, but to let in...
Fine, but at least let us go with you.
Thank you for your understanding. I will graciously
Are you hurt? Darn him and...
How badly are you hurt? Oh, one of my own being injured because of me is the last thing I... Let me handle this alone.
No, you are in no state to handle this alone. We're coming too.
Okay, but before we move out, at least let me heal everyone with my dandelion breeze.
Thanks. You're amazing.
Looks like our fates are intertwined. To think you chased me this far. Come on, face my brave subordinates. Dispel my combat fear of water. Face the fury of my flames. Just one is enough to reignite the fiery fury of the rest.
Forth, my blade!
Cascade.
Swift and merciful! From whence you came!
I'm going in!
I will have order. The depths beckon. Be still. Be still.
sword! A touch of frost!
Looks like our fates are intertwined. To think you pushed me this far. But let me deal with you myself.
Everybody stand back!
Order guide you.
Submit for judgment!
Cascade. The depths beckon.
Swift and merciful!
Thanks to Barbara's help, my condition is better than I thought.
The main thing is that you're safe. Now, isn't it time to get back to Mondstadt and rest, Acting Grandmaster?
Yes, I should at least go and thank Barbara again. I hope she's not upset with me.
Master, you finally returned. The animal...
Swan, were you waiting for me?
Yes, at the Angel's Share. Don't worry, it's nothing big, but... okay. I know I said it's nothing big, but... Alright, how can I put this? They just really need the Acting Grand Master.
Huh?
Well, if you say so, Swan, I will go. I should not... It's fine. Now that I have had the chance to stretch my legs, I feel much better.
Great. Thank you so much. You really saved me on this one.
For goodness sake, what is happening to the world? Swan used to be the most honest fellow. Now he's dumping things onto Jean.
Well, Swan was clearly agitated. Maybe it is an emergency after all. Let's go and see what this is all about, shall we?
It's a thank you party for you.
A thank you party?
Jean, when we heard the news about your illness, we were all so worried about you.
We can only imagine how much pressure you must be under as acting Grand Master. And you do so much work all over Mondstadt.
We thought that since you so rarely take any time off, we'd take this chance to throw you a party. After all, you'll never let us do this once you're back at work.
Jean? Huh? Is this Jean when she's shy? I've never seen her like this.
It's easy to forget that outside of work, Jean is just a normal person, like anyone else.
This is just all such a surprise. Thank you, everyone. This really means so much to me.
Well, it's nothing compared to the amount of work you do for all of us, day in and day out.
But there are so many things I still need to do.
Fear not. We wanted to make sure you could relax and enjoy yourself. So while you were away, we all pitched in and finished off your work for you.
Did you really? Even the issue with the food deliveries?
It was no different from what we see on patrol. A couple of hilly churls. Didn't take much to get rid of them.
And the tax returns?
I spent so much time doing library admin. A few more pieces of paper to deal with was really nothing to worry about.
Well, what about Margaret's missing cat?
Are you kidding me? That rascally prince was apprehended by the brilliant honorary knight. And he also reclaimed my precious astral iron strings while he was at it.
Enough already. No more thinking about work today. Enjoy yourself while you've got the chance.
It is my honor to work alongside you all. Praise be for the Speaking of work, it must have been hard work to put all this together. Where did you find the time?
Actually, our friend here was the key organizer behind all of this. See all of this food and drink? He made sure it all arrived. Not only that, but he cooked each one of these beautiful dishes himself. So relax already. There's no need to be so modest. Of course, we also have Master Diluc to thank for the venue. Otherwise, we would be looking at...
Despite my initial reluctance to spot, I, like any other citizen of Mondstadt, owe Jean...
Oh, Master Diluc,
All right. Jean's supposed to be taking it easy. Stop crowding her.
Agreed. Now, let the party begin. It looks like everyone seems to be partying hard. Paimon thinks we should join in the fun. Let's go and mingle. Oh, and Paimon thinks she saw Jean go upstairs by herself. Let's make sure the woman of the hour doesn't get left out.
Oh, it is you. Yes, I am just getting some air.
Uh-oh. It seems like something's bothering Jean.
I want to thank you again. It is good to be here together with everyone. It has lifted my spirits, and it has taught me something.
What's that?
I am definitely more of a Dandelion Knight than a Lion Fang Knight. The Lion Fang Knight represents Vanessa's past, a past in which she fought hard for Mondstadt. But it was the Dandelion Knight that represented her hopes for the future, a future belonging to the newly formed Knights of Favonius. I do believe that Vanessa watches over us, whether from high up above or from the wind all around us. Let the wind lead. The winds of freedom will guide us along the path that lies ahead. I hope you will continue to join us on that.
you been? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lard...
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field?
What's that?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost...
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely any... A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that nearly every member of the church joined the search for it. But it was never found. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue.
Of course!
Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside. It's...
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the Tyrant's Final Fury? No, that's from another...
The Tyrant's Final Fury?
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached old...
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying!
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the Tyrant's Final Fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. Right. Later, the theory of the Tyrant's Final Fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of... Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven, but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that might...
It's okay. Thanks anyway!
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never get used to you.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain. Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right! We'll go give Master Jean a hand!
Oh, okay. If the honorary knight will be there, but please everyone, be careful. May the Animal Archon protect you all.
This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin? Not again!
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Animo Archon's old companions. Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
This is order. Solidified!
There sure are a lot of
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. Fits the Abyss.
Yeah, let's go!
I'm not going any further.
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. I have no problem interacting with people, but interacting with... It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. Always be on your guard. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, even if the god in question is your sworn enemy...
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice. Does Dane hate...
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you one final fact.
Huh? What fact?
The destruction of the nation of Canrea by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by... Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area. Try and keep your visit with Boreas brief. Afterward, let's meet at the entrance to Wolvendom.
Up, there he goes. What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against unfamiliar gods. At the Rite of Dissension in Lear, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do. Not the easiest situation.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found you. Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came to help.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I am preparing to send out some knights to fight back. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see you. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas. But the Abyss Order and Boreas... What is the connection between them?
They just like to cause trouble. Do they really? The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the animal
That is true. Regardless, whether the reason behind Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas is in any danger. This god's spirit, he does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. maybe it is best that you are also the one to meet him this time. Okay, be careful. Thank you for your help, Honorary Knight of Favonius.
Be still.
Sure I've forgotten something. Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was.
Welcome here!
So, the wolf's red. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory. If you serve us, we can restore your divine powers you once held in the past. Lies. Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
No matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are all in vain. I'll before the abyss.
Quake! Submit for judgment!
Everybody stand back!
Mind the damage. One with my blade.
I will have order.
Let's light it up!
Swift and merciful.
Cascade. Stabilize.
Force my blade.
Let's light it up!
Be still.
Grant me new life.
Spirit blade. Attack!
Solidify.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Gather.
Swift and merciful.
The world will fall.
Stabilize.
Is nigh.
Let's light it up!
From whence you came, forth my
Order guide you.
The world will burn.
Cascade.
The ceremony was interrupted. How fortunate for you. How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small, unforeseen variable.
It disappeared again!
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupical. I am ashamed that you must see me in my... But still, the Abyss Herald underestimated my strength.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then lured him out under the pretense of challenge?
Thank you. In the future, my claws must get sharper. You smelled danger and came here?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's notes doesn't even know what danger smells like. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. Though there was indeed one human-made machine that I can never forget. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Yes, it could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no match for a god, it was stronger than even many who wield vision.
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we hear this somewhere else recently as well? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt, doesn't it? It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came after. But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know. But did we help?
Yes, you were a big help. Thanks. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking. You two be careful.
Yes, I smell more danger. Bigger danger. You too. Also, be careful.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
Opportunities to bask in the sunlight like this are few and far between.
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Ah, Paimon gets it! So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles, but after it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt, and then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles at them. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret it as...
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we
Yes. Very nice.
This is it, right? Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye. Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing? Oh, but Paimon was so excited! What's going on?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try. Very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word. Is it another ancient term from Conria?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Huh? You? Dane? You won't go and do anything crazy with it, will you?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well, you know I don't trust them.
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the Church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally I mean to completely destroy it.
What? Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic, they're... well... good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier. Otherwise she'd be going completely bonkers right now!
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will all... I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue.
You sense correctly. You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsliff. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed, perhaps from your darkest nightmares. Unless... Oh, and something far more dangerous. Then we are the same. We're both dangerous.
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you!
Bow before the abyss.
Gather! Solidify!
Swift and merciful.
Cascade!
Violent.
Gather!
A touch of frost.
Be still.
Let's light it up!
Solidify! Cascade!
Kamisato up. Suiyu!
Spirit blade. Attack!
I'm going in!
I will have order! Be still.
Swift and merciful. One with my blade.
The end is nigh.
Gather! Solidify!
Submit for judgment. A touch of frost.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
The end will come.
Be still. Order guide you.
The end is nigh.
One with my blade.
Stabilize.
Surging tide.
Let's light it up!
The world will fall.
Forth my blade. From whence you came.
The world will fall. The end
Solidify.
is nigh.
One with my blade.
The abyss.
Wait! He just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald! Your brother? And the Abyss?
Lumine, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your brother knows Dane?
Ether, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows him too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Ether.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. That man Dainsleif was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into the monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's so confused.
Home. Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Lumine. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you... So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
So, you collect these?
Chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Aw, don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all... Ooh, Paimon supports that idea. Just the thought of it's so satisfying. Well, we've ruled out two gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already! Atsuko in Liyue Harbor! Let's see what she has to say.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still... Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh.
So that's why you're here. Well, there is a way,
Great! We came to the right person!
but the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and freshwater supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. But to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this, but after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards, and even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous...
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. Their voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
You're right! I'm sure Beto of all people will be able to get us there. Her crew is super strong. But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun Stone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beto.
Yes. Very nice.
The weapons on this side.
Waves are as calm as always.
All clear as far as the eye can see. All clear as far as the eye can see.
Gather!
Ahoy there, ladies!
Be still.